Hey yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Wage, that wrestling anime gaming enthusiast, here today to read a couple of chapters of One Piece. Your boys is behind just because, just a lot of other stuff been happening. We had the Thanksgiving weekend and just life stuff in general, but we are back for a couple of banger chapters here. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop into these chapters without further ado. Chapter 1067, Punk Records. All right, so we got Caesar and Judge on this cover page, and Germa Cold Blooded Voyage 27. I forgot who you are again. Caesar versus Judge. All right. So Caesar and Judge have met up. Let's read the chapter. All right, so we got Bonnie. She's saying, "What happened to Vegapunk's head? It used to be massive, like a light bulb." My man just said it was just long, so I cut it. And they're yelling at him like, "Bro, we were not talking about hair." Yo, and then they did an illustration of like the what the real head size is supposed to be like. All right, and then he was like, "Oh, okay. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, now I see why they're saying the real head size, saying he was almost as tall as a giant. Yo, that's wild. He was holding up that big head with those little legs. That is crazy." He ate a brain fruit? He got a devil fruit? And it makes his head grow in size accordingly. That's kind of crazy. All right. That's a that's a very interesting devil fruit. Okay. All right, let's keep going. And he's talking. Vegapunk is basically bragging on himself. Chopper's admiring him. And then Luffy's like, "Yo, does that mean you're dumb now because you cut your brain?" And oh, okay, the apple on his head is an antenna, so he's able to connect with the other Vegapunks. And he's talking about the clones. This man Luffy called him a ninja. Naruto reference. Shout out to Kishimoto. Um, all right. Let's see what else is going on. So yeah, they're just naming all the Vegapunks. And oh, okay. Once a day they synchronize their memories. All right. So they're all sharing the same brain, which is kind of crazy. So there are six people. Like, are they working in unison? Like, do they have their own person? Like, that's kind of wild. Like, they're all sharing the same brain, but they're different people. There has to be something else going on here. Let me keep reading. Oh, so so Chopper is very intrigued by this. Yo, Jinbei's smart, yeah. He's like, yo, if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't all that bias lead to trouble? And then Vegapunk is basically giving Jinbei props and saying scientists shouldn't worry about stuff like that. They should just worry about getting knowledge. And then Bonnie's like, yo, that's your problem. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why my dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. And Bonnie tried to zap this man with that beam saber. And Vegapunk dodged. Yo, does this man have combat ability? How did he dodge this? Or did she just really not try to hit him? And Vegapunk's like, yo, don't be hasty. Killing me is gonna bring you some trouble. He does work with the world government. And he's like, yo, hit that off switch. Alright. And let's see here. Okay. So Luffy just all of a sudden, like, randomly shows her a beetle. Oh, that sword, that beam sword attracts bugs and it freaks Bonnie out. All right. So, very old school girl afraid of bugs type joke with Bonnie. She's very girly, as we can see. And actually, Bonnie, I feel like she's not really girly. Maybe, but like her being afraid of bugs is like the girly side they're trying to put to her. I don't know. But yeah, let's keep reading. And then Vegapunk's like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. And then, yo, Vegapunk's like, yo, you were in Wano? He knows. And then he's like, oh, okay. So he asked him about a dragon just like Kaido. And Luffy's like, you're talking about Momo. Okay, so Vegapunk made the fruit that Momo ate, obviously. He says he couldn't get it quite right. Yo, is he tripping? Is he saying that Momo is a failure because he's pink instead of what, that bluish green, that turquoise color that Kaido is? Um, and they're like, yo, what's wrong with that? I hope that is not why Vegapunk is saying his devil fruits are failures because the colors are not right. Like, if anything, that means this man is creating actual devil fruits. All right, so, and then now, okay, this is where we're getting to the good part. What about this robot? And then Vegapunk is like, this is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Mary Joas 200 years ago. And it was built over 900 years ago. Okay, okay. They don't know the objective. And it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. Okay, and none of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. So who made this? Oh, okay. The world government ordered its destruction. Okay. Okay, so scientists hid this thing, but the world government wanted it destroyed. Okay, so the government doesn't know about this giant. They don't know that this thing is still around. They know about it, but they don't know that it's been being passed down. All right, so all right, Luffy's being dumb, but he's like, yeah, we basically just stumbled upon it. And then 200 years ago, that's around the time that the fishermen's right movement started to gain ground. And okay, they're talking about ooh, I'm gonna have to go back and read this chapter. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. All right. Yo, they're saying that robot climbed the red line. And then, Frankie is like, yo, there's something that even Vegapunk couldn't create. That's kind of wild. All right. And so, yeah, because Frankie and them are listening in on this conversation. And Sanji, obviously, he's obsessed with jewelry. Bonnie, because, he loves the ladies. And, okay, they're talking about the way Vegapunk's head works. And there's something Vegapunk has to give to Bonnie. Oh, and is Vegapunk going with the Straw Hats? He said he needs the Straw Hats to take him away from the island. Okay. All right. Now we seeing CP. Uh. Okay. Oh. They're there. Lucci's there. Yo, who's that Kuma looking dude in the back? Yo. Okay. Oh, so they're trying to kill Bonnie. Lucci and CP0 are there to kill Bonnie. All right. So one of the Vegapunks, the which one is that? We have this little cheat sheet up here. Lilith, yeah, Lilith is basically saying just hand Bonnie over. All right, all right. Let's go back to where we were. And then Nami and Usopp are like, yo, Rob Lucci, yo, we remember that dude, yo. You cannot let them in, yo. That dude is a beast. He's a problem. And even Robin, she was like, oh yeah. And Sanji's like, yo, don't worry, Robin. We'll protect you no matter what. Oh, okay. So, um, Vegapunk wants them to hand over the clones to Seraphim. Seraphim. All right, but and leave. Okay, and now we're going back to Kamabaka Kingdom. And we see Dragon. They're saying Kuma-san's acting weird. Wait, we're trying to repair you. Kuma-san, what's wrong? Is he being controlled by the Navy? And can he sense what's happening with that CP0 dude that's on Lucci's ship? Like can he see or he knows what's about to happen? So he probably has a sense of the real Kuma in him still. Okay. And Dragon is yelling at him and he's like, yo, talk to us. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. We're not done fighting. The Revolutionary Army is just getting started, Ivankov says to Kuma. All right, so they're trying to get him to tell him what's going on. And that is the end of chapter 1067. So Lucci is coming in, and the real Kuma knows and is trying to get back to Egghead Island. Vegapunk wants to get off of Egghead Island. Let's go on to 168 or 1068. And 1068, A Genius Dream. And yo, so Caesar and Judge had a fight. They're wrecking. And the two former members of MAD are reunited. All right. And okay, now we're into the chapter, and we see the fourth Vegapunk. Oh, okay, that is the Kuma clone. Yeah. That is the Kuma clone that they have. Okay, so yeah. So they're saying they're not going to be able to agree. You know, how will CP9 respond? And they're basically saying they don't like that's not a warm welcome. Lucci has his suspicions. And Lucci is talking to Vegapunk. Okay, so a CP5 vessel went missing. 1 month later, the CP7 vanished too. And just 2 weeks back at it, it was the CP8 ship. So they're hiding something on Egghead Island. And the government ships are not making it back after visiting Egghead. And then Vegapunk's trying to tell him all those ships are leaving safely. All right, and then okay, so they're gonna use they're calling him S Bear, Seraphim Bear, I guess, and they're gonna use his ability to get on the island. And I'm guessing he can just mimic Kuma's ability perfectly. Okay, now we're going back to Kamabaka Island. And is Kuma smacking himself back to Egghead Island? Okay, so Kuma just popped himself to Egghead Island. And so Vegapunk is talking and he says he wants to make a world where free energy is available to all. And Luffy is just like, yo, you're speaking another language to me. And he's like, you just want to give stuff away to people. And Vegapunk doesn't want people to be fighting over natural resources. And so basically, he's trying to end conflicts by giving everybody energy. And Luffy's dumb. He still does not track. But he's like, yo, it's good you want to make people happy, but I've got no interest in being a hero. All right, so Luffy's like, I don't get why you want to leave, and he's like, okay, this led me to investigating the ancient fuel that's powered the mechanical soldier. So, okay, so Vegapunk is talking about O'Hara dying, and he wants to further his will. All right. Oh, okay. So he's like, he knows too much, and the government wants to take him out, just like O'Hara. And CP0, the direct subordinates to the Celestial Dragon, and Luffy's like, weren't they called CP9? And then Jinbei's telling him CP0 is the division that stands above the rest, as we all know. All right. And let's see. So the Lucci and CP0 is on the island. And Kaku, he is really, I guess Kaku must be into tech because he looks excited. Um, so yeah, they're on the island, and Usopp is freaking out, and so is Nami. Okay, yeah. So they use the S Bear, the we're just gonna say the fake Kuma power to get to the island since their ship got destroyed. And Vegapunk is like basically saying evacuate the researchers and workers. He's telling Atlas to make his way back to the lab. Prepare the Seraphim we're deploying. S Snake. Who is S Snake? S Hawk. Do they? Oh, okay. So they got a. Okay, so S Snake is Mihawk. S Shark. Who is S Shark? Oh, they do they have a Jinbei one? Yeah, they do have a Jinbei one. Who is S Snake? Oh, Boa. Boa is S Snake, and Sentomaro is gonna lead them. But why would Sentomaro lead them to help Vegapunk? Is Sentomaro more loyal to Vegapunk than the world government? Okay, let's keep reading. Okay, so Vegapunk still wants to know if Luffy's gonna take him out to sea. It won't take him long to pack Quasar. Luffy is basically letting him get on the ship just because he got a funny head. And Chopper's like, yo, that's a wild screening process. All right, so okay, so they're like, yo, this is about to be a battle, and yo, Vega, yo, he just vanished. Yo, what kind of tech did this man got? And Kaku is like still impressed with all the things Vegapunk has going on. And Stussy is basically saying, "Don't bother. These things are hologram." And Lucci is giving Stussy props. Stussy or Stussy? I don't know. I'm gonna say Stussy. And Kaku just went in the air. He's gonna look and see if Vegapunk is around. Yo, Vegapunk really got this area protected. Because Kaku just got wrecked by this beam. Lucci's like, yo, you should really mention this beforehand. And Kaku is mad at Stussy. All right, and one of the Vegapunks, the Atlas, the kid one, is running at uh, CP0. And they're telling Atlas not to do it. And she ran and she's trying to do some ultra mighty punch. And Lucci takes her out instantly. Oh my god, he just destroyed this Vegapunk. Like it wasn't nothing. Alright, so the Vegapunk is still alive. Luffy calls Lucci Pigeon Guy. A favorable reunion. Okay. So that is the end of 1068. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read 1069. All right. So now 1069. We got the desires of all things are born to this world. And you see German ship. Oh, okay, the mad ship. Okay, so they're out. So we see people are running away because Dr. Atlas was defeated. Chopper's like, yo, it's Lucci. And then Jinbei's just like, are they really going after Vegapunk? Luffy's like, yo, why are you here, Pigeon Guy? And then Lucci's like, yo, this is a government island. I can be here. And then Lucci's probably like, yo, it's more weird that you're here. And Kaku's like, it's irritating that Luffy's crew and Bonnie are there. And then Kaku's telling him, don't touch Luffy because he's a Yonko. We mustn't fight him without permission from the Gorosei. I'm assuming that's who he's talking about. And he's like, so Luffy gives Bonnie to Jinbei, and they're basically saying it'll turn into a war if they fight Luffy. So Luffy's gonna, he looks like he sees that they took out Dr. Atlas. So Luffy's trying to get Chopper to doctor up Dr. Alice, but Chopper's like, yo, this is a robot. This is not a human. Like, we gotta take Atlas to Frankie. And Luffy's like, yo, she gave us meals to eat. So you know he's and Lucci can tell he's like, oh, yo, Luffy looked like he ready to throw down. Okay, so somebody reported that the Straw Hats are within Egghead Island to Akainu. Okay, so Vegapunk knows. Yeah, Vegapunk is very aware that Cypher Pole is targeting him. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, Akainu is basically saying he can't have Vegapunk allying with Straw Hat because he knows too much. He's gonna be able to give them too much info about their military. And he's like, yo, where's Kizaru? Oh, Kizaru is headed to Egghead. This is getting crazy. Um, I'll make sure to tell Lucci that he should have waited for the Marines' arrival. He must not fight against Straw Hat at all costs. Yo, Lucci and Luffy. Yo, is Luffy in Gear 5? Yo, did Luffy just jump straight to Gear 5 in this fight with Lucci? Yo, what is this form for Lucci? Oh, okay. Oh, and Nami and them are like, yo, is Lucci look like that before? And then they're saying this is a rare sight looking at their speed. Dr. Vegapunk says, like, there are many cases that the awakening of Zoan types robs the user of their own personality. But Lucci and Luffy still seem to be in control. Don't think you're the only one who's gotten stronger. And this is Lucci's leopard awakening form. And Kaku's like, yo, chill. We don't got permission to be doing this yet. And okay, so the real Vegapunk has made it to the Nami Usopp, Frankie, Robin, Sanji team. And Vegapunk is like, yo, what is this transformation Straw Hat called? And then they're like, we really don't know. It isn't the power of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. And what is read this? Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. So there's no record of the Gomu Gomu no Mi written in the old Devil Fruit Encyclopedia at all. What? This kind of wild. Okay. And Vegapunk is saying that this form looks exactly like the god mentioned in ancient documents. Sanji's like a god. Yo, this Luffy we're talking about, he's just an idiot. And then Vegapunk's like, yes, the warrior of liberation that is always playful and puts a smile on the people's faces is also known as Sun God Nika. And then Nami's like, Nika, never heard of it. And then Vegapunk's like, of course you haven't. It's because that name's been erased from history. But as long as people continue to yearn for it, its existence will never disappear. Okay, and it looks like yo, Lucci cannot hit Luffy. And this devil fruit has the same concept. And not Nami's like, huh? So Vegapunk says devil fruits are all the potential of human evolution that humanity wished for. What? They have the powers of the diverse future of humankind. Therefore, these abnormalities are hated by the sea, the mother of all nature. Their existence is burdened with this punishment. These so called devil fruit users are beings living in a completely different world that many people wish for and envision. Yo, this is crazy. And Lucci and Luffy are clashing in these awakened Zoan forms. And then Vegapunk is basically just telling them this is just his theory. And he's just saying how interesting the world is. Yes, the One Piece world is very interesting. That is why I keep reading this manga. I'm doing this live reaction to keep record of my reaction to these chapters. Yo, oh my gosh, this is crazy. All right, so okay, now we see Sentomaro, and he's complaining. It's supposed to be his off day, and okay, Vegapunk is telling Sentomaro that CP0 is aiming for his life. And then Sentamaro's like, yo, wait a minute, won't that make me a defector too? And then Vegapunk's basically like he should have asked for his opinion first. And then Sentamaro's trying to process this. And he's like, should I order them to fight along CP0? And then Vegapunk is like, yo, it was me who picked you up when you had nothing to eat. What will you do? That's quite the pressure you're putting on me, Shinjimaro says. He said he's got 3 Seraphim with him. This is looking tough. Oh, so they showed up to help Luffy. Okay. So Sentomaru, his loyalty is to Vegapunk, not the world government. Oh, the Kuma switched sides. Sentomaru has more control than CP0 over the S Bear. Okay, now we're seeing yes, the rank of authority they follow is different than those of the pacifista. Even if the Gorosei orders them through the transponder scales, it will be invalid. So the passive okay. So these things they listen to the Gorosei, then Vegapunk satellites, then Tomorrow, and then the holder of the authority chip, which I'm assuming is the real Vegapunk. And Kaku's like, "Yo, Lucci, you are causing problems. Why aren't you thinking this through, my guy?" And Luffy lands a blow on Lucci. So, yo, the Straw Hats, yo, they're getting too much power. They just got Vegapunk is allied with them, and Sentomaro and the Seraphim this whole time, they got rid of the Shichibukai for these things, and they're helping the Straw Hats. That is crazy. These things are supposed to be more powerful than the Shichibukai, and they are helping the Straw Hats. The Straw Hats, they're too good. The Straw Hats are too good. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. All right, let me keep reading. Let me keep reading. And then Jinbei's like, "Yo, Chopper, are my eyes deceiving me?" Because Jinbei's like, "Oh, yo, that thing looked like me." And Jinbei's like, "Yo, I never thought they would have cloned us." But okay, so all of them have brown skin. The former members of the Seven Warlords. Oh, yo, do they have a Blackbeard one? And Jinbei's like, "Yo, I never thought they would clone us." And Luffy's like, "Yo, hey, Axe guy, it's been a while." And Sentomaru's like, "Yo, don't call me by my weapon's name. We're enemies." And he's like, "So you're gonna let Vegapunk leave with me?" And then Luffy's like, "Yeah, he asked for it. It's fine." Okay, okay, okay. And Lucci. Did he? Yo, if at the very least, he just landed a fatal blow. I mean, not a fatal, but a very crucial, like a strong, like this thing did damage. It had to send tomorrow. Oh no, he did not kill him. He did not just kill Sentomaro. He had to just knock him out so he can have control over the Seraphim. Okay, but to be fair, that was smart. What Lucci just did because yo, I was just literally saying the Straw Hats are too powerful. If those things would have been helping them, that would have been wild. Oh my lord. Okay. We're on break. That's the end of the chapter. Lucci's like, yo, Seraphim, obey our orders. And they have to now, unless Vegapunk starts giving out orders. Or the satellites. Um, that's crazy. He definitely did not. He did not kill Sentomaro. If he killed Sentomaro, that's wild. He definitely did not just kill Sentomaro. Um, he just knocked him out. He just knocked him out. He didn't kill him. He didn't kill him. He did not kill him. Um, but yeah, that is the chapter. Yo, this was. Whoo, man, I missed a lot of good stuff. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of good stuff. And Kizaru is on the way. Kizaru is on the way. What are they about to do? What are they? What are they going to do? How are they going to get away from here? Because I'm sorry, but even even with Gear 5, yo, I can't see it. I cannot see it. Luffy, he not beating Kizaru, Lucci, and these new Seraphim. The straw, I can't see it. Especially if these boys done leveled up. Because who's to say Kaku don't got awakening as well? And we don't even know what Stussy can do. And then I mean the Straw Hats, they probably got a little bit more support coming because Kuma is on the way. Like I think Kuma is on the way. We saw him poof somewhere. I'm assuming he's coming back to Egghead because he can see or sense whatever the S Bear is doing. But yeah, that's yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And there's no knowledge of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Like apparently like Luffy just made that up. Or he just knew what it was when he ate it. Like, but how did Shanks know? How did Shanks know but Vegapunk didn't know? Yo, this is crazy. These chapters are crazy. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, your boy is just rambling right now, but that's the chapter, yo. That's the chapter. Yo, this was a really fun read for these last chapters. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm about to end the stream. I hope you all liked it. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace, and I will see y'all in 2 weeks.